Right.
with the background, yeah.
No. But you're going to be going to, well, are you cutting to the video, the opening sequence first?
So I'm
So you're-
starting with camera 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you should probably fade from black for that, if you can. Don't do it now. In the grand scheme of things, I don't care. So you could use, if it's easier for you first time with this switcher, just cut. But not now. You okay? You look like you just stuck there.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Your Countdown Star Wars Trek live trivia is almost over. Oh, that's the countdown, right? Sorry, yeah. Oh, bless you.
Oh, thank you.
I know.
All right, my teacher sensor's on, so I don't accidentally say a bad word on the family show.
Oh, what happened?
What'd you do?
I just looked over and it's frozen.
Okay. Nice entourage you got there.
Yeah. That's how I roll. It's my tough toughs.
Okay, we are slightly late here, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Get logged in. I just want to make sure we're broadcasting. So,
Oh, yes.
Is there not supposed to be like a
It says it's live, so.
start button of some kind? I have it on question 1 now. I was able to do that from down here. But how does the game actually start?
start question. I think that's it.
Okay, it's grayed out.
Well, I can hear you guys through the live feed.
That's fine.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Why, hello, everybody.
This conversation.
Oh, I can do it if I do this one. Okay.
But maybe that just needs
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the Meghan Markle and Prince Andrew interview. With me tonight is, oh no, wrong show. Welcome, everybody, to Film.Ca Trivia on Saturday night. Tonight, we have a very special trivia show where we attempt to unite the fandoms of Star Wars and Star Trek. Now, hopefully, my goal is to end this night on a positive note.
No.
No?
No. You already started with the Oprah interview. It's all downhill now.
Oh, brother. Well, my goal is to bring the fandoms together because you know what, Star Wars and Star Trek are really both awesome franchises, and but of course they're no 2001: A Space Odyssey. Hal, open the pod bay doors quickly. Anyway, here we are, and tonight we have with us a new co-host nicknamed Star Trek, and I want to introduce to you Stephanie.
Hello,
Hello,
how are
Stephanie.
you doing,
I'm-
Captain Noel?
Captain, oh, I like her already. You have big shoes to fill there, buddy.
I was gonna say, Darth Noel.
Darth Noel.
Darth Noel.
Interesting. And of course, one of our favorite co-hosts, not that Stephanie's not, I'm going to get myself into trouble, but two of our favorite hosts, one of whom is Tim Cadney.
Hey.
Hey, Tim, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm so happy to be back. You know, I got a lot of emails. People thought I hosted with you last time during Harry Potter, but that was Andrew. And we get
No, it wasn't. It was you with the,
I'm
with
young.
the curse.
Exactly. But I'm young looking, and a lot of people were like, "Hey, you're looking really good." The camera takes away 30 years.
About a foot and a half and
Well, I'm
adds
short. I'm short.
several inches of hair.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's got good hair.
He's got
Okay.
some good hair going on.
Whew.
Now, welcome, Stephanie, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much. It's nice to see you in person after watching the trivias over the last few months.
Oh, you are a fan.
Yeah, absolutely I am.
I really like her. I really, really like her.
Big fan. So the first time that we hosted the Star Wars, she was like all over the chat, but she was the special one. She stood out above everybody else in terms of liking sci-fi and Star Wars so much that, what's on your finger?
Star Wars engagement ring.
No way.
Yeah. And now she's Team Star Trek, so we don't know what the commitment level's like over on that side of the room. So
What exactly? So we don't have a close-up camera, unfortunately. But so can you describe the Star Wars?
It's got the Rebel symbol in the center
Yeah.
and Darth Vader's on either side. So I hinted at this ring when I was with my then boyfriend at Star Wars Celebration, the Star Wars convention in Florida, saying that there were Star Wars engagement rings, but we'd only been dating a few months, so that perhaps in the future, if he chose to engage, that
say, okay, say Star Trek's coming out. Here we go.
One for Star Trek.
that he would select that as a ring. And he's obviously going to be a good husband because he listened. And this
yeah.
came all the way from Australia.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It'd be pretty incredible at the wedding when the usher's trying to figure out which side. Like, oh, which side are you on? And then you just hear, okay, we'll take it. We know. Okay, you're going to be over on this side for sure.
And your children's names will be Luke and Leia?
We're not sure about that. I don't know if I want to go for having twins.
Oh, okay.
I've heard that having a child is quite the procedure. So I think one at a time might be the way to go.
Oh, that's no fun. That's no fun.
Artoon BB-8.
That would be really awesome.
Artoon BB-8.
So, and instead of the wedding march, you'll play the Imperial March or the dun 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 dun. I don't even know how to go.
That's close.
Was it close?
I liked it.
I'm tone deaf. Anyway, we are here for Star Wars and Star Trek trivia. Wars! There we go. It's already starting. If you have not yet signed up to participate in our Star Wars, Star Trek, or we call it Star Wars Trek trivia, you can do so by, Mr. Adam, would you mind putting up the teaser screen up so that we can see the code? Are you guys already fighting? There we go. So, hey, we have a custom code this week. Look at that, Tim. We normally
that's
like
right.
to
Yeah.
we normally like to have to phonetically
It's
describe
usually,
the code.
it's usually your bank account number.
Exactly. No, it's not. So to go to play with us, go to crowd.live and enter the code Wars Trek. Wars Trek.
Yes.
Wars Trek. So if you want to play along with us live on your device or your computer or your iPad or whatever it is that suits your fancy, And this was in no way paid for endorsement by Apple, so it could be an Android device, it could be an Amazon Fire tablet. But anyway, play along with us on the device, and if you don't have a device or you just don't want to do that, you can simply just answer the questions, yell at your TV screen, and hopefully it doesn't yell back at you. Anyway, so that is what we have going on right now. Our snack bar here at Film.Ca Cinemas is now open. We're open to 9 o'clock tonight, so if you want some delicious treats, we suggest that you jump on. One I shut off.
It's back on.
Okay, and let's go. Oh, we're on live. We're back. We're back. So we're sorry. We don't know exactly what happened. Technology being what it is, sometimes it gets a little glitchy, especially in these COVID times. I'm going to blame COVID for the darn technology. Isn't that cheap?
That was a lot longer than a parsec.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But the midichlorians are active. Anyway, we apologize for that. I hope that you continue to play along, even though actually it was probably more pleasurable to play the game without listening to us yattering on. So hopefully,
During that break, I got 6,000 points. I'm in the lead.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of who's in the lead, let's go to the leaderboard and see where we stand. Here we go.
Hopefully it's a Star Wars fan. Ken G.
Ken
Yep.
G.
That's a Star Wars character.
Yep. Kenny G.
Beating Kenny G. Kenny G was originally going to do the Star Wars theme,
That's
but then
right,
they gave it
yes.
to John Williams.
Nice.
That'd
Now,
be too mellow.
I think I know who Ken G is. That could very well be Ken Goss, who's a very good friend of mine from back in when I lived in Windsor a long time ago.
Nice.
And he is, I think probably still to this day, he's, no offense, Stephanie, I think he is the biggest Star Trek fan I've ever met in my entire life. So
Okay.
I think that's who it is. Actually, Ken, reach out to us on social media. I'd love to know if I'm reading that right. And if it's not Ken Goss, then I apologize to Ken Giroux. I don't know.
Ken G.
Ken G. Second is Picard's Flute. Third is Jeff the Red. I recognize that name. Jeff the Red's played a few times with us.
Nice. Jedi in Training is in 32nd place. Come on.
Yeah,
Learn faster.
Get moving up
Wookiee
there.
Cookie.
Wookiee
Look
Cookie.
at that.
I remember that name as well in the past. Jar Jar Binks.
Nice. Lord Vader is below Jar Jar Binks. That would never happen.
Okay, so here we go. I hope this works.
Wars Trek.
So I'm going to unpause the game now.
Okay, so we're going to restart the game now with question number 11. And once again, we want to say sorry for the inconvenience.
In how many languages is C-3PO fluent? Over 6 million, over 6 billion, over 5 million, over 5 billion. It's, a fun
And
fact.
every one of them in English, with an English accent.
It's true,
Yeah.
yeah. And very, very fun fact, the only way 3PO was being able to program that many languages, Rosetta Stone.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a paid endorsement by
That
the
was.
Rosetta Stone Corporation.
And the answer is, of course, 6 million.
6 million.
I am fluent in over 6 million languages.
And every one of them with a British accent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lucas was very big on the Brits.
It's just like basically Hollywood in the 60s and 50s, where every bad guy every Russian had like an English accent. Every German
Yes.
had an English. It was the strangest thing.
It's just the easiest accent to do.
Easiest accent to do.
Not really.
Not really. Okay, let's move on to question number 12. Stephanie, this is yours.
Finish Kirk's coded line to Chekhov. The Kobayashi Maru has set sail for, in the search for Spock, Never Never Land, El Dorado, the Promised Land, or Shangri-La.
I think there's some definite franchise crossings going on here.
A little bit.
Yeah. And the answer, of course, is
And here we go.
The Promised Land.
Aha.
Not Never Never Land. That's something entirely different.
No, I think the Klingons would have known that, not Khan would have known something was up if he said that.
Yeah. Exactly. Peter Pan!
Khan!
Okay, let's move on to question 13.
Why can't the Millennium Falcon jump back to hyperspace in The Empire Strikes Back? Layla was piloting the ship and didn't know how to make the jump. It had a damaged hyperdrive motivator. It doesn't have a hyperdrive, and Chewbacca destroyed the hyperdrive. That's a mean dig on Leia. I think Leia would be fine in the ship.
Janeway would be excellent.
That's true.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
Star Trek.
It had a damaged hyperdrive motivator.
It just wasn't motivated.
It was. Oh, you were faster on the draw than I was. 'cause
Just
I-
needed a little inspiration.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
You know, that was the
You are the best. You are the best hyperdrive. We love you, hyperdrive. You have the best friends.
banging away on everything. They just needed to throw in some Tony Robbins, and that thing would have
That would have done it. Yep. Yep.
just.
That's why Star Trek's better. Our hyperdrives and the warp speed is just so much faster.
Yeah, that's true.
They're always ejecting their warp core. Like those ships are. So, every problem they have, we just need to eject the whole body of
It's
the ship.
because it's unmotivated.
It's true. It's not motivated.
You lazy warp drive, be gone with you. Out the door you go.
I'm out of here.
Okay, let's move on to question 14.
Why in Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home did the former crew of the Enterprise go back in time? They had to stop the Borg from changing the timeline. They needed to prevent a nuclear missile launch. They needed to retrieve some whales. They had to stop McCoy from saving Edith Keeler. This is, you know, when you think about the elevator pitch for a movie, there's a couple of answers in here that probably would make people more excited about the movie than the answer,
Yeah.
which of course is
The weirdest. Of
the
all.
weirdest answers
Yeah.
of them all.
Yeah.
And yet,
let's
a
see.
lot of people like this movie.
Well, I
didn't.
like the movie.
It was okay.
I like the movies, but the whole premise around the whales was just really weird.
But like if you like needed to prevent a nuclear
Yeah.
missile launch, like you'd be it. But imagine you're in the pitch room, like I got a great thing. The Star Trek crew, they're gonna go back in time. What to do? Save whales. Let's make this. How many millions do I get? It's
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
come
Or
on.
if you want more topical, they could redo it, but they could be saving the British monarchy.
That's true. We need to save the British accent.
That's right.
I believe
Villains
that
aren't
was,
doing it anymore.
I believe that was also the movie that Leonard Nimoy directed.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah. Okay, Leonard, you can have this one.
Yeah, you can have this one.
You can have the whale flick.
You get the whales.
Yeah. Yeah. Jonathan Frakes, we're giving you everyone.
Let's move on. Stephanie.
How does Yoda attack R2-D2 while trying to steal an item from his grasp in The Empire Strikes Back? He fires a blaster at him, he uses the Force, he throws rocks at him, or he hits him with a walking stick.
I almost gave this one away.
Did you?
Well, I'll show you how I almost gave it away.
Okay. Adam?
And the answer is hits him with the walk. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh, oh, I was going to do this, and I was like, oh, that would have given it away.
It would have given it away,
Yeah.
yes,
I'm
absolutely.
tired of
yeah,
hearing about
yeah.
that baby Yoda.
Come on.
Okay, let's move on to the next question.
In The Voyage Home, Spock is taking a test given by a computer to test his restored memory. What question does he not understand? Why do humans cry? Who is the father of logic on Vulcan? How do you feel? Explain Einstein's theory of relativity. Also, the question was like, why is this movie about whales?
That was the main question.
I don't know, Captain. And the answer, of course, is, how do you feel?
That's the movie where Scotty's trying to talk to a computer, right? And he's got the Apple computer. He says, "Computer."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he types really, really fast, and
Yeah.
everybody gets amazed because he's from the future.
That's
so
right.
obviously he knows more about computers.
And it's funny because I think you can watch those Star Trek movies and still, like, they did such a fantastic job at Star Trek in terms of world building, and you get lost in the science fiction. But the moment they're back in the regular world amongst all those 80s, like you got the punk rocker
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
the hair, and you're just like, oh, this is an old movie.
Yeah.
It just feels old now.
Now something miraculous has just happened.
Hmm.
We've just gradually we've softened you to your Star Wars. You found your Star Wars side.
Oh,
'Cause
this
you're
is-
starting,
this is-
you're
This
starting to reminisce.
No, this
fondly.
is the possum.
You're,
I
you're
don't know.
waxing poetic.
Like just the play
I don't
possum
know.
and then just Star Wars is gonna come back.
I'm Jedi mind tricking him into
It's
doing
true.
it.
It's
Oh
true.
wait, that's the wrong thing.
You know what I really like?
I'm Vulcan pinching him into doing it.
I just picked up my phone to check the stream, and we're being closed captioned as we speak.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so I want to try this out. I want to see how the closed caption works. Give me a second here. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Here we go. Here we go.
Does it know it?
Give me a second. No. Super. Here we go. Here we go. Doesn't know it. It got super. So I'm smarter than an AI.
That's great. I would like to go back and see the closed captioning for the Klingon we were doing earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Whatever that could be. Oh, we'll reveal that later.
It probably just says has cold.
Bad smoker. Selma. Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Sorry, my mic's all weird.
In Cloud City, where does Chewbacca find C-3PO? In The Empire Strikes Back, in an incinerator, in a junk pile, in the carbon freezing room, in the detention center.
In the Cloud City bar depressed.
That's
Cloud.
right, yeah.
Nobody wanting to know any other language.
Try to motivate I've blown the joke.
See, that would have been easier for the rebels if they uploaded all their plans to the cloud instead of carrying around something.
Maybe that's
in
why they
R2.
went to Cloud City. That's where all the information.
That's right, exactly. Very good. Let's see what the answer is. In a junk pile. Very nice. Now, there's a scene where, what movie is that? Is that in Solo, where he meets Chewbacca for the first time?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's in like a pit of grossness.
Prison. Yeah, well, it's a mud pit.
A mud pit, yeah.
Yeah, that's gross.
So they always find themselves in these kind of really gross situations.
True.
Yeah. You'd never find Kirk in that kind of scenario. Ooh, I'm starting to take sides.
No, Kirk was in prison.
Yeah, but he was never in mud.
That was a dirty prison.
Yeah, pretty clean to me.
Ice prison.
Ice prison. Ice prison.
Let's not disparage our good Canadian actor, William Shatner.
William Shatner is the best. Let's move on to the next question.
90th birthday soon?
Is it not what?
90.
90?
90?
No.
He can't be 90
I'm
years
going to look
old.
that up. I want to look up how old Shatner
Well, I
is.
know his birthday is soon.
It could be. I'm sure he's having a birthday. Most of us do.
He's just stopped. In space, you don't age.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because if you take into account the midichlorians and the Ansible and traveling, I'm mixing up.
March
No, he's
22nd,
true. Yeah, he's going to be
My
turning
goodness.
90.
Well,
He
happy
changes
birthday.
his toupees all the time. So
That's
you know.
true. Happy soon to be 90th birthday to William Shatner.
yeah, March 22nd.
And if you don't know this already, you're qualified to get your vaccine shot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Born in Montreal. It's all the poutine that's kept him young.
Poutine has embalmed him. That's amazing. I am
It's a
amazed
curse.
that he's 90 years old.
I would not have thought 90.
Wow.
Gosh.
Well, today's 90 is yesterday's
84.
84. I set him up and he knocks him down. Okay, let's move on to the next question.
In Star Trek V, finally we're away from the whale film. All right, The Final Frontier.
Well, this is
Who
the worst. Oh, no.
That's true. Actually, this is the worst one. Who is Spock's brother? Sarek, Tür, T'Pring, Sybok, or I don't know.
Just
A
leave it
box
there.
spring.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Sealy.
Yeah, Sealy.
T'Pring is right around the corner.
Yeah. Nice, yes.
And the answer, of course, is Sybok.
Sybok. Now, Star Trek V, that camping scene has got to be the most ludicrous scene. They're all singing on the campfire. I mean, that is unbelievable. Who comes up with this stuff? Now, I honestly like both. That's why I'm sitting in the middle. I like both franchises very much, very, very much. But that camping scene, I almost stopped watching Star Trek because.
I think it would have been good if the three of them, like all of a sudden one pulled out a guitar and then they started saying like Moon River.
That would have been great. That's the only thing that would have made it even better. Or if they started.
They just had a Three Amigos moment?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well,
or they could start singing 99 tribbles on the wall, 99 tribbles, one of them fall.
It is an odd movie, and the general rule is that the odd movies are not the good ones. The evens are the good one. As opposed to Star Wars, where it's all over the place and you never know what you're going to get.
Oh, come on.
Well,
You know what? I'm doing my best, folks. I'm trying to get these two together on these franchises, but
I don't know.
let's move on to the next question before we have a.
I think
We're
there
gonna
hasn't
have-
been a single Star Wars movie with whales. All right. Oh, and now, speaking of Jabba the Hutt, here we go. What is the name of the creature that Jabba tries to feed Luke to in Return of the Jedi? The Rancor, the Sarlacc, the Wampa, the Dragon Snake, or the Blue Whale?
The blue whale.
Of course, the answer is the Rancor. You wish they would not redo it, but you wish that they had the technology they do now for some of they did a great job with puppets in those films.
I was just thinking. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with the whale thing, but they could do a crossover with Finding Nemo, and Star Trek.
That would be a great little Pixar short
Yeah.
where they say goodbye to the whale, and then all of a sudden like it just gets
it
it
gets
gets
sucked
tractor
up. Yeah,
beamed up,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
it's like it's the Enterprise.
Yeah.
It's like we got it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
and Ellen DeGeneres can talk to the whale as it's floating away. Whoa, whoa. Okay, let's move on. But Bob Chapek at Disney, if you take that idea, I want my royalty check.
All right. Finish the quote. What does God need with a in the frontier? A planet, a starship, AI, or a phaser?
I think it was really weird when they all, they did sing in this film. It was like, what if God was one of us? No? They didn't have, I was dreaming that.
That's not that movie.
No. All right.
And the answer, of course, Mr. Adam, is
Starship.
starship.
What does God need with a starship?
Well, he doesn't need one.
Damn it, man, what does God need with a starship?
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It's a little Nimoy.
Let's
Nimoy.
see the leaderboard and see how we're doing. Kenji is still in first place. I still don't know if Kenji is the Kenji I think it is. I really want to know.
Close with Jeff the Red, though. They're
Yeah.
neck and neck.
I really want to know if Kenji is
Nerf herders.
Nerf herders. Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Scruffy. It's just a scruffy family.
Ningus.
Nice. Jedi in training went up. Good job.
And we have more people playing too.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Welcome
Welcome
to all the new
S-
folks.
The
Well,
Beverly Flusher. Awkward.
so let me update you guys on something
Yeah,
that's
what's
that's
going
kind
on?
of fun here. So I've mentioned it on previous shows, and it's been on our social media. In addition to running a movie theater, we also produce original content for screen and big screens and little screens. And what I mean by that is movies, of course. And they're always better produced than. No, I'm going to install Adam now. This one is wonderfully produced. But when you make things where you record them and show them later, you can fix all the mistakes. There you go. So we produce programming, and in 2017 we produced a pilot for a TV show called Coming Distractions. And Coming Distractions is a workplace comedy set in a movie theater, and I'm super proud of it. It's something that
great.
It is based on script material written by my friend Mark Grant, who is a colleague of mine on town council here in Oakville, and I asked him to actually come and work here so he could get a sense of the zaniness, and it is zany, the zaniness of working at a movie theater. And so all of the cool, fun things in the pilot come from actual things that happened either here or somewhere in my past career in the movie theater business. So I want to show you a trailer for Coming Distractions right now. This is a trailer for the pilot, and then I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing this up right now. So Mr. Adam, would you mind showing us the trailer for the pilot of Coming Distractions from 2017? Just a reminder, your mic's live.
Oh my God, where are we? What the?
We've changed locations.
We need that trailer to run to the next set.
That's right. We're in the next set.
We're in Studio B now.
We're in Studio B, and a little bit out of proportions. And it's what's really amazing is that this set has exactly the same carpet.
It does. It does. IKEA.
But that was Coming Distractions, and so we're super proud of it. It's a very fun little pilot, and we are actually raising money right now as a pivot for our business. It helps us pay the bills to have some funding come in to pay for the set and such. Because if you hadn't already figured it out, that's all shot here at Film.Ca cinemas. We are actually raising money and finding funding to produce more episodes. And we have raised sufficient funds to produce the next 2 episodes. So that's episode 2 and 3. We will be starting shooting in May. And I am so excited because these if you've seen the show and you think that pilot's funny, these things are an absolute scream. There's all the characters you love from the original pilot are back, and we have some new characters. It's going to be just a ton of fun. If you haven't seen the show yet, and we've been asking people to watch it for years now, please watch my show. You can watch it online right now. Well, not right now. Wait till after this show, which
You do not leave.
do not leave. You can watch it at comingdistractions.ca or on our YouTube channel. But comingdistractions.ca, the pilot's right there, and let us know what you think. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you're interested in helping us out, you'll find a link on the main page at Film.ca to our GoFundMe, and no donations too small to help us bring this show to, I guess, to the world, to the public. And
Great perks with if you donate.
there's perks, and the best perk of all is that you get a terrific show.
Yeah.
And original Canadian content with some really awesome Canadian actors, and you put a lot of my staff back to work here, who some of them have been furloughed because of COVID, and so this is our way of trying to bring our people back and do something fun and creative, and it's also going to lead to something else we're working on, and I'll tell you about that later in the show, but it's another use of our favorite name, Zuzu, and I'll tell you more about that soon.
All right. I actually gave you some money for that a few weeks ago,
Oh, well,
so I
thank you so
supported
much.
you.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. So please do what Stephanie does and support Coming
Yeah.
Distractions, because it actually supports your favorite local movie theater. Yeah, it's funny how that works.
I get a T-shirt. I donated.
I know you did. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. I should have
wanted-
acknowledged that. I apologize.
Well, no,
I was
it's okay.
congratulating Stephanie because she's my favorite.
It's okay. Well, you know what? It's the good thing this isn't live. We'll just go back and edit that.
We can edit that later. It is live. Sorry. Well, we are live now. We weren't a few minutes ago.
No.
Yeah. Let's move on to our next question, please, Mr. Adam. This looks like a question for Stephanie.
Yeah.
The Battle of Endor could not have been won without whom in Return of the Jedi? Ewoks, clones, Gungans, Jawas.
She's reading it very passionately.
She is. I noticed it.
There's a lot of love for Star Wars in her voice.
It was
Yeah.
very much a very thespian-like voice.
It was.
Yes.
I think Star Wars is winning.
I don't know if my sister's watching, but this is really the only part she likes about Star Wars is the Ewoks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she still mixes up things. I have a blow-up
Well-
Millennium Falcon, one of those inflatable pool toys, and she came over and she's like, "Oh, look, it's the Death Star." So
Oh, my
you know,
goodness.
she tries, but
Well, fun fact is it was originally in that battle they wanted to be Wookiees, but then they could only afford 6 costumes, so they cut the costumes in half, double the action.
Well, that explains it all.
Yeah, that's how they got. But it's interesting in there. There is an actor that George Lucas has had in every. Well, and he's been in every single Star Wars movie, and that was the one where he started. And he played Wicket, which is Warwick Davis, and then he was Willow in Willow, the movie Willow. And then, but he's been in every single Star Wars movie. He's not missed a cameo. He's like the Stan Lee of Star Wars.
Well, that's something about. I mean, Star Wars recycles a lot of people. I mean,
Yeah.
even in those other like even the R2D2 characters, the same guy, and
That's right.
yeah, and Anthony Daniels, who's
That's
C-3PO. So, I mean, you could put anybody in there.
But no, they kept the same
they
actor.
kept the same actor, which is cool. They outlasted George Lucas. Let's move on to the next question.
Here we go. All right, the Enterprise crew is called back from shore leave to respond to what on Nimbus 3, the final frontier? A mysterious starship crash, a hostage crisis, an explosion, a disappearance. The final frontier. Great. This one I liked. I liked the final frontier. And the answer is a hostage crisis.
I don't remember that. For some reason, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I have homework now. I don't remember this movie. For
What's
some
that?
reason.
Oh, you know what? No, it's Final Frontier. Oh, that's the same. I'm thinking the Undiscovered Country. That's the one I
Oh,
like.
okay. You don't like this one?
That's the weird one with the brother.
Oh, that's the one with the Genesis device.
No, that's the whales. So the previous to the whale.
it's not the
Can you
Genesis
imagine?
Drive.
Can you listen to us? We're doing this to make you really realize what it would have been like to be in the writer's room for these movies. No, that's the one where God needs a starship. no. What's the whale one? We did the whale one.
Ricardo Montalban, he plays
Yeah.
Darth Vader, right?
Yeah. No, then the other one with the missile and the planet and then Spock's back.
Which one's that?
That's Inglorious. No, I can't even say that word.
You can't even say that. This is a family
Oh,
show.
Tarantino.
Tarantino. You can never. Don't even say that.
No, you can't even say Tarantino.
My goodness.
He was supposed to direct Star Wars. It was Star Trek.
No, come on.
No, the new. He was up for writing a new Star Trek movie.
Really?
They were completely going away from J.J. Abrams, and Tarantino had it. And so Tarantino said he has one more. He has one more film in him, and he's completely retiring from film. And so that's why I think he backed away, because he was like, well, I do want my last film to be a Star Trek film, and he's like, meh.
Well, I have a fun Tarantino fact.
Mm.
Do you know that he literally almost saved real film stock for the film industry?
Really?
Yeah, when basically Kodak, which was already in financial hard times, and they were basically saying, we're not going to make film stock anymore because nobody's using it. Tarantino contributed I'm not going to say a number because I don't know, but it was a lot of money to Kodak to say, I'll pre-buy this much film stock. So he shoots, I don't know if he shoots all his films, but he shoots, as far as I know, most of his films on actual film stock and then digitally converts it later on, which is very unusual now. But Tarantino was the leader of that, and he managed to get a number of other Hollywood luminaries to kick in as well. And so Kodak is still making their legendary negative film for cinematic use.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's really neat. And Kodak, of course, has had a renaissance because they were bankrupt and they got reformed. So it's it's a really cool story, actually. We'll do a whole episode on that.
We will.
We'll do
trivia.
Kodak trivia. Kodak trivia. And we'll talk all about George Eastman's weird calendar system. And if you ever worked in a camera store back in the 70s, as I did, you just never knew what day it was. It could be Loon Day. And some of you will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. This looks like it's a Stephanie question.
Yeah.
What is the name of Jabba's jester in Return of the Jedi? Max Rebo, Droopy McCool, Cy Snoodles, or Silicious Crumb?
I didn't know he had a name.
It's actually my least favorite
Jabba's
character.
jester.
All he does is laugh. And
Yeah.
it's very irritating. Yes, good
Yeah,
impression.
I did
Your other voiceover
I did all
job.
the voiceover.
Yeah, here you go.
I just come in for 2.
Can
Okay,
you do those?
thank you.
Can you do those duck-like characters? What are those? Those the one I'm talking about, the ones from the weird walking ducks with the guns. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think I've been drinking too much Diet Coke.
And the answer is
Silicious
Delicious
Crumb.
Crumb.
You don't know what I'm talking about? The duck-like characters?
What, like the new ones in the new movie?
Yeah, the new movies, the robots that they talk like ducks.
Oh.
They have long
The
faces.
droids.
Oh, the
Roger,
droids
Roger,
in the
Roger,
new ones.
Roger.
Roger.
Yeah, the-
Roger.
You know what the worst part of that was? They tried to create comedic timing with those robots, and the robots. I can't remember. It was like, it was Ewan McGregor, Liam Neeson. And they're like, oh, we're here for this, and then they're like, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, no.
See?
No.
You know what? I liked it actually. I think
that's why you like Jar Jar.
I like Jar Jar. I actually like Episode 1.
Yeah.
I actually like Episode 1. I'm
I
sorry.
did- okay,
I'm sorry.
I didn't. Yeah, out of the prequels, the 3.
Yeah.
Episode 1 is good.
Oh yeah. Well,
Then I don't know.
2 and
then-
3. I don't know what the heck happened there.
Then George Lucas was like, I'm going to show this Shakespeare something with with the love story between Anakin
Bob
and Padme.
Shakespeare, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, horrible.
Oh my
It was bad, but I quite liked. I like backstory stuff, and I really liked. I liked Episode 1, and I really like Ewan McGregor. So I mean, it's.
Okay, but I'm going to agree with you.
Thank you.
Not.
Oh, okay.
So, no, see, is that, yeah.
I know I'm very unique in that. And Jar Jar was cool. I like Jar Jar.
Oh, Jar
Misa
Jar.
like Jar Jar. Okay, let's move on. I did not do Jar Jar's voice.
All right, when the Enterprise crew had dinner with the Klingons. Oh, here's a good one. In Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, what drink was on the menu? Klabnian fire tea, Cardassian sunrise, Romulan ale, blood wine. Kardashians have ruined Star Trek. You
I
want to
know.
say Kardashian, like
Yeah.
Cardassian sunrise. Of course, it was very illegal. You don't drink Romulan ale at that time.
You don't?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was illegal.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were at war with the Romulans back then. They
Oh,
They
okay,
weren't in a good,
okay.
so yeah, to have Romulan
You know what?
ale.
I like both these franchises, but I suffer with this inability to really be able to retain a lot of these factoids, and that's why I have to bring in helpers because
That's
I just
right.
I don't have these facts at my fingertips.
But we have to give. a
Ask
few-
me anything about 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I'm your guy.
Well, we were just talking about like it's a wonderful scene in Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country, where they are drinking Romulan ale, and a very fine actor who we lost recently, Christopher Plummer, plays the Klingon that is just completely quoting Shakespeare throughout it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I can't remember. Well, I'm good. I can't remember the name because his name could pop up in the trivia. But yeah.
Yeah, we learned that lesson before.
Yeah, well, we give away at least 6 questions. It's a
Listen carefully, folks.
It's true.
Yeah.
But a huge shout out, and I know, like, you know, for you, like, The Sound of Music is a big movie that kind of launched a lot of cinematic. And funny enough, one movie that he doesn't like to talk much about.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know a random fact that tomorrow's Pi Day?
Like actual pi or like the
No.
number pi?
It's
Number
Pi Day.
pi.
It's 3.14.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Bruce, for sharing that insightful insight. Bruce, my friend Bruce, must be really bored watching the show because in the midst of the Star Wars and Star Trek wonderfulness, I don't know what I'm saying, but in the midst of all that, he comes up with this random fact. I guess, I don't know. I apologize that I'm not entertaining you better than to have you come up with that random factoid in the middle of the show. But thank you for that. It's Pi Day. I love pie. Any kind. Key lime pie is good. Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Oh, this is yours.
Who is the leader of the Rebel Alliance in Return of the Jedi?
See how she said leader?
I
General
know.
Kree Medine, Mon Mothma, General Jan Dodonna, or Admiral Akbar?
Yeah. Akbar was originally in Trump's cabinet and was like immediately
Yeah,
out.
you're out of here, Admiral.
Out.
He's like, he didn't like him because he was another species.
That's right.
Probably.
That's what he said about his campaign.
It's a trap! It's a trap! And the answer is Mon
Mon
Mothma.
Mothma.
There you go.
Yeah.
I really do like the way you're reading these questions.
Oh, thank you.
Are you like
Wow.
into Shakespeare or something? Or
No,
do you
no.
just read the telephone book really, really like ornately?
Well, I am a teacher in my spare time, so I'm used to
In your spare time?
reading for us.
Very nice.
For a career.
Okay.
But yeah, I try to read out loud to the kids and make things exciting, especially if it's a textbook. And
Can you read us a
nobody
story?
can-
Gosh, you know, it's so hard to keep grade 12s engaged these days.
It's actually elementary school, but yeah, compared to TikTok videos, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
that's what they want to do. So I have to try to be exciting. For
What
them.
age group are you teaching?
I'm all over the school, so I have everything from the kindergartens up to the grade 5s, and
Oh, wow.
then they go to middle school. So
Nice.
Very nice.
yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Why were the Kitometer Accords signed in the undiscovered country? The Praxis explodes. Vigor destroys the V'ger destroys. Yeah, you say you don't know anything about
This movie was
destroys
a
the
big
Klingon
influence on me.
fleet and the Epsilon. Oh my gosh, Epsilon 9. Romulans invade Baku. Tribbles invade K7. And the answer is Praxis explodes. I got the good vocabulary questions over
Yeah.
here.
Absolutely.
With all the terms.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some of the words are really bizarre in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Gotta wrap my brain around it again.
V'ger, and I probably shouldn't say anything because it's going to give away another question later on. But I mean, that movie was the first. That was the return of Star Trek, the original, because that was the first time they came out with a motion picture, Star Trek, the motion picture.
Right.
And I was but a mere lad at the time, and that movie I must have watched it like 50 times. So there's not much about that movie I don't know.
The first one.
The first one,
Yeah,
the first
motion
motion picture, Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. This is a question for Stephanie.
What do you call a Jedi apprentice in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace? Young Jedis, Porgs, Padawan, or just apprentices?
It's baristas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they have to do a solo shift at Starbucks
It's true.
before
They
they
do.
can.
Well, that's where they learn culture.
That's right. Yeah,
They're interns.
I like the fact they're porgs. That's awesome. But of course, we know it is
Yeah.
a Padawan learner. Much to learn you have. I can't do. I wish I could do
Okay.
accents. Was it?
That was a good.
Okay.
That was a good Jar Jar.
Much.
I'm kidding. You know, I just had to throw that one out. That was a great Yoda.
Misa can't do imitations. Okay. Let's move on.
All right. In which Star Trek movie does the USS Enterprise B make her maiden voyage? Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek Generations, 1994, Star Trek Insurrection, or Star Trek Into Darkness? Star Trek. See, you can't even say Star Wars. You say it like it opens you up.
Do you know the words to the Star Wars song?
Star Wars.
Yeah, that's it.
Movie, Star Wars.
I love that song.
There are
And the answer
actually words to the Star Trek original theme
Really?
song.
Is there?
Let's
Yeah,
hear it.
I don't remember them all, but I do know that Gene Roddenberry wrote lyrics that he'd always get 50% of the royalties.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's what they
Even
cut
if
the
you don't
lyrics
hear
out?
them because they're printed, he still
Smart
gets
man.
royalties off that, even
No
though he's not
way.
the composer. Yeah.
Adam's nodding like he knows.
No, I'm saying that's really cool.
Oh, okay.
You can't see my face.
Yeah.
No. But you're nodding. You're nodding knowingly over there in the corner, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I learned something. That's really cool.
Well, that's great. Let's have the producer reveal the answer to this question. Star Wars.
Star Trek
Star Wars
Generations.
Generations. There you go.
It'd be great. It would have been great. Like, and I can really see Gene Roddenberry sitting down and actually writing the lyrics to that song, because all he did was go, "Is like, do, 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 do. Is that with a Y?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of weird things about these franchises, anybody seen the original Star Trek Christmas special?
Oh yes.
Not Star Trek, Star Wars Christmas
Star
special.
Wars. Oh yeah.
I think I've completed all my therapy sessions to wipe my memory from that experience.
Very
Love that
interesting.
movie.
Harrison Ford was trying not to do that, like almost left.
And I don't blame him. What unbelievable!
My favorite part is when they were like, let's have Jefferson's starship in it.
I
I
know.
think it's just because they had the name Star in it, and they were like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, Starship.
Yeah.
Yeah, they obviously have to be science fiction based because they have Starship in their name. If you haven't watched this show, it's
Don't.
on. No, seriously, watch it. It's on YouTube. It's the Star Wars Christmas special.
It's reuniting Chewbacca with his family.
Oh, that was the best
Life
one.
Day. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
Mrs. Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Vacuuming with a very sexist housewife look
Oh
going
my
on. And
gosh.
it was pretty special. Hence the name, the Star Wars Christmas
Christmas
special.
special.
There you go.
Oh, boy.
Let's move on to the next question.
Who is the Phantom Menace?
Ooh.
Senator Palpatine, Jango Fett, Newt Gunray, or Darth Maul?
Voldemort.
That
Oh,
was last show.
That was last.
That's
That's
last
right.
show.
You know what? I was here.
I know
remember.
you were here
should-
very short and long here.
I was.
Yeah.
So I'm in the Paperboy movie. Did you know that?
That's right.
Yeah. I wonder how you feel about all the government references in these movies, considering that you're a
Well,
politician.
this is what inspired me to get into politics.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. That was the basis of my interest in politics.
Oh, I could be an emperor.
I wanted to be an intergalactic senator, and I wanted to be in one of those little things that the big room and. Okay, let's get the answer to this question.
Of course, it was Senator Palpatine.
Senator Palpatine.
There's a very funny meme. There's a very funny meme between
Palpatine meme?
Well, yeah, it's a Palpatine meme. So it's like, it's Palpatine and Anakin when they were at that opera thing, and they're sitting and having that conversation together, and it's just.
Oh yes,
in the last one, and it just was like, hey, our grandkids are gonna kiss. And that's the meme.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. There you go.
Are you kidding me if you haven't seen it now?
Let's move on to our next question.
Star Trek First Contact was the first Star Trek film to do what? Shoot in a studio, highlight interspecies relationships, use computer-generated starships, shoot everything on location.
And our E, not have a campfire scene.
Well, no, actually, yeah, that's. Well, no, that one had a campfire
Oh, I hope not.
scene.
It did?
It did. Well, there was, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
This is actually the first movie they paid Patrick Stewart to soccer. That's why he left to do X-Men for a bit. He's like, I'm out of here.
I'm out of
I'll be
here.
back.
Yeah, I'm
No.
going to sit in a wheelchair and get
And
lots of money.
the answer is use computer-generated starships.
That's interesting.
Well,
I
there
did
was
not know
models
that.
all
Yeah,
before.
true, very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the nascent days of visual effects and digital models. Because
Was
all
it-
the original Star Wars was all models. Yeah.
Yeah. They like set the little explosions on
Yeah.
them. But it wasn't a campfire scene, so it was whatever that like Earth village they were on, like where he was building the first ship that
Right.
could achieve warp. There was a fire outside.
And that was like a campfire to you?
That's kind of
You just wanted me to be wrong. Is that what it was?
Lisa gotta go.
Picard almost wasn't cast in Next Generation because Roddenberry wanted a captain with hair, And
Oh,
they
that's
put a
right.
wig on him, and he looked terrible. So they said take it off, and he fought him on it, but they insisted that it would work. And
It certainly did.
It did.
Yeah. He's like my favorite captain.
I love
Sorry
Picard.
to my fellow Canadian. Picard's my favorite Star
I,
Trek captain.
yeah.
Yeah. Make it so, Mr. Adam. Adam, whatever. How are we doing on our score, sir?
Oh yeah, that's into round 3, isn't it?
Ken G is still in first place. That's got to be Ken Goss. I really I got to know. I've got to know. And he's only got one question wrong. That's pretty incredible.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Jeff the Red, well, he must have took a while.
he must have been cheating on the Star Wars questions then.
No, Ken loves both. If I recall correctly, he's pretty big fanboy on both sides. But Star Trek, I believe, was his big one. I'm on his social media feed, and he likes going to the fan conventions, and
Okay.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting for those to come back.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I miss all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim,
Yeah.
what's going on with the Burloak Theatre Group, of which you are the president and director of?
I am. You know what? We're not stopping. We had a really successful time with the pantomime, which Film.Ca was a massive partner with us on that. And you talked about the projects you do. So Mikkel Verret was incredible as our editor, and so we had a very successful time. And then we looked at 2021 and said, well, we don't want to stop. So we have a 2021 virtual season. So we have 3 shows. So we're starting with a short play called Sorting It Out by Matteo Esposito. And he himself is ASD. So he's written a play that's about somebody with a disability and someone's intolerance towards that.
Oh, wow.
And so that is actually happening not this coming weekend, but the weekend after, the 26th, 27th. And then we have 6 new plays that we workshopped last summer that are being stage read or virtually read. And then right now we're working on developing a cabaret style show based on the life and works of William Shakespeare called All the World's a Stage.
Wow.
But the big thing is we've decided to make this season entirely free, and we're running our big fundraiser. We've kind of held off on fundraising and realized that we need some help to get us through 2021. So all the entertainment's free in our 2021 virtual season. And instead, we just want you to donate to us. So we're on Canada Helps. And this is our campaign here. As you can see, this is a Fresnel, a stage light, a big stage light in theater. And our campaign is called We Will Shine Again.
Very nice.
And so, so you can order this off our website. You can, and part of the proceeds of the merchandise goes towards us. Or you can make a donation. All donations, of course, are charitable with us because we're a nonprofit organization, so you get a tax receipt.
So you go to CanadaHelps.org and
.org.
donate. I imagine there's a link on your website as well?
There is, yeah.
Okay.
There's our whole campaign page is on there, and and so, we're really excited. And the other thing that we're doing is we're going to be putting together an auction, which I want to talk to you about because I think it would be fun to kind of do a live auction here.
Well, that'd be fun.
At the studio.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And so we've already started to collect some amazing art and some other great prizes. And that'll be another way to raise money.
We might be able to help you with some of those prizes as well.
That would be fantastic.
That's pretty cool. So all that information and more is available at?
www.botg.ca. And we revamped our website.
Oh, nice.
Nice new website, so really easy to kind of see
Using
everything.
COVID time off to do some good stuff.
I was, yeah.
That's really cool. And now when you say you're doing these plays and you're doing them for free, so how would people be able to watch them? Are they being streamed? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna be streaming them. So Sorting It Out, which is 2 weekends from now, is gonna be on Facebook Live as well as YouTube Live, so you can watch it directly off our page. And then both screenings. So we have a 7 o'clock on the Saturday night, 2 o'clock on the Sunday, and there's going to be a talk back with Matteo and the cast. And,
Nice. And they're being done live.
I'm because I feel like we've been in this for a year, and there's a lot of Zoom style theater shows. I wanted to make this a little bit different, so we are green screen filming this, and I'm editing it to make it look a little bit different. But we're recording it off Zoom.
Well, I'm excited. That's
but
great.
we'll make it look a little bit different.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's great news. And once again, folks, it's botg.ca. We support them at film.ca all the time. There you go, the jacket. Check them out. They do need your help. They have not been able to operate in their normal way. They've got rent to pay and expenses to take care of as well. If you like live theater, if you like live community theater, and if you like supporting your friends and neighbors who do this out of the goodness of their heart. Check out BOTG.ca and support them and tune into their upcoming shows because BOTG is always a great time, and we really enjoy our partnership with BOTG.
Thank you.
Yeah, lots of fun. Have you been to any BOTG plays?
I was telling Tim that I watched the holiday pantomime online.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done pantomimes before, and so they did a really good job pivoting to the online format, especially since the audience is such a big part.
Yeah,
But it seemed that everybody was still having fun and doing their best. And yeah, no, I think it's really good that people are still supporting theater, because there's a lot of people out there that like that for their, not everybody likes sports or any kind of other school activities. So I've seen kids that really benefit from doing that kind of stuff at school and learning how to, listen and learn lines and how to find, whether they do set design or whatnot. There's always a job that somebody can do in the theater.
I attribute all my success to my first appearance on stage when I was in grade 5 in Miss Mayhew's class as the Tube of Crest. I
can't believe you did Richard.
Is that on YouTube?
It is not on YouTube. That was before YouTube. way before YouTube. But no, I'm a big fan of live theater, and particularly live community theater. It's a tremendous resource, and I can't wait for it to be back.
Thank you.
And we love supporting BOTG, and we love doing the commercials with you guys. Those
Yes.
are always lots of fun. So we can't wait. It's one of the many things that we look forward to, the return of when COVID is finally behind us. Mr. Adam, I believe we have some prizes that we want to show our audience, and would you bring those over? So I didn't mention on the outset because it's a big surprise, but we have prizes. So the winner tonight of the trivia show will receive...
I just have to make a note that Adam was actually wearing a red shirt and realized that it's not good in the Star Trek universe, so that's why he's wearing his undershirt now. We were about to send him on a away mission to the popcorn.
Also, it's the Sith color lightsaber,
Exactly.
so,
So you're taking away from the popcorn. Never talk over the popcorn. That's in your contract.
I never read that.
There you go. So first place winner wins our 310-gram container of New Zuzu's popcorn. This is caramel. We have, I believe it's 10 or 11 flavors. Do you know, Adam? Adam makes it when he's not producing, so it's 10 or 11 flavors. Check it out on the website. But we have all kinds of great flavors. We have, of course, this is caramel. We have cherry. We have green apple, my favorite, lemon. We have cinnamon. We have strawberry. We have a whole range of flavors. So first place winner, and it looks like it's going to be Kenji, gets the large container. The second place winner gets the medium size. This is a medium sized container of popcorn. This is cherry. It's red, so it may not survive the show. And the third place winner will receive one of these smaller packages, and this is green apple. It's one of the ones I didn't mention. And green apple is also very delicious. So this is one of our new pivots here at Film.ca. We already make the best popcorn in this galaxy or any other galaxy, and so we are upping our game by making flavored popcorn. And we're soon...
You know what great? Like in this setting, green apple almost looks like Pepsi Clear. It's almost like, it's translucent popcorn.
There you go, translucent popcorn. Of course, yes, that's the green screen effect. You can make your popcorn any color with green screen. And so all this is available online if you want to buy some at zuzuspopcorn.ca. If you're out of town, if you want to buy it locally, you can buy it from our website at film.ca or drop by. And I love this stuff. And the big problem for me is that this is being made right downstairs, right underneath my office. It is dangerous, man. We're going to be soon offering savory flavors as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're bringing the equipment in the next few weeks. We'll be offering things like dill pickle and ketchup and all kinds of things like that.
Maple bacon.
Maple bacon is actually one of the ones that's available to us.
wow.
So we're going to have a number of them. So
See, that's good, because I've tried most of those flavors, so then I'll have more flavors to try.
yeah, one of our exactly. One of our local guests and friends, Wendy, suggested samplers. So we're working on putting together a sampler pack. So if people don't want to commit, if you can't commit to 310 grams, you'd be able to commit to a smaller package, and we're going to be offering those up soon as well. Adam's saying, "What? I got to do more? What? I didn't know that."
I actually have a pet bunny, and I have to keep that away from her,
I
because
can
she
imagine.
smells the flavors and she tries to eat it if she's downstairs.
And we have a new line of product called Zuzu's Rabbit Food. I don't care who you feed it to, just buy it now.
Boo Boo, Bunny Bunny.
Let's just have one last look at the leaderboard and see. We have Ken is in first place with 2251. Heath Family's in second place with 2165. Jeff the Red is in third place with 2073.
This is our last 10 questions, isn't it?
I believe we
Like we're
are.
starting with
No, we have
question
2 more
40?
sets. Yeah, we're starting with question 30.
31.
Oh, 31.
Sorry,
Okay.
31.
Oof.
This show's actually dragging on a lot.
Well, it's, it's longer than the new Justice League.
That's
so-
very true. Yes. Okay, let's move on to
It's
question.
long. Yeah, we better.
Let's move on to question 31.
What is the name of Obi-Wan's ship in Attack of the Clones? Airbus, Jedi Starfighter, Nubian Starship, Republic Cruiser, or the TTC?
Honestly, whoever makes up these questions, really?
I like the Airbus. I think Airbus is good.
Okay. And the answer, of course, is
Almost there.
Airbus. No, it's the Jedi
Jedi
Starfighter. Airbus.
Yeah,
Seriously.
made by Howard Hughes as well. Yeah, he did everything.
Absolutely. Yep. Leo DiCaprio. Let's move on.
In Star Trek First Contact,
How did this happen?
are the extraterrestrials who make first contact with Earth? The Vulcans, the Borg, the Romulans, or the Mon Calamari? Ooh, there is a Star Wars species in there I recognize, but I won't say which one it is till the end. The Vulcans.
Vulcans.
There's a town in Alberta called Vulcan, and they have like a festival every year, at least when it's not
Really?
COVID.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's very cool. Have you been?
No.
No? Is that something that a potential honeymoon location?
I think we could swing that and Florida, depending on the time
It's
of
right on
year.
the
I
way.
don't know if I want to go if
It's right on the
I'm
way.
assuming it's in the summer, not in
Yeah.
the middle of winter. But
Yeah, it wouldn't be a fun festival.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. So, I mean, notwithstanding your preferences for our topic today, what is your favorite science fiction movie?
that's a good one.
Adam?
Favorite science fiction movie.
I'll speak for Adam,
gosh.
since he's... Why don't we think of this?
Yeah,
and
we
we'll go to
need-
the next
this will
question.
be a good-
I'm
Okay.
curious what your answer is when we come back
Yeah.
to after the next question. Let's go to the next question.
What is the main reason Anakin becomes Darth Vader? He is just really bad from the beginning. He wants more power. He wants to become the emperor of a peaceful empire. He wants to save Padme from dying.
He looks good in black.
Asthma. No.
And the answer is...
He wants to save Padme from dying. Ironic.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When we're going to get the story of how Darth Vader becomes Darth Vader and
Is to
Yeah.
save Padme from dying.
this, that. I don't want people to die.
Well, that's the...
But
That's,
it was so good to see where Luke got that. I was going to go get some power converter. It's like the whininess, like he got it from
that's episode 3 for you. Okay, let's move on to our next question.
In Star Trek First Contact, what did Data say the atmosphere of Earth consisted of? Carbon dioxide, helium, and fluorine. Oxygen, carbon monoxide, and methane. Methane, carbon monoxide, and fluorine. Or helium, methane, and fluorine.
You teach science as well?
I used to.
There you go.
it was
It
good.
was very good. Yeah. And the answer is, and we all know this, of course, methane, carbon monoxide, and fluorine. Where do the midichlorians come in? I love saying midichlorians.
Midichlorians.
Midichlorians. Midichlorians. What the heck's a midichlorian?
Well,
I like saying
saying
midichlorian as well, but
they're in the
midichlorian's
atmosphere.
even that much better. So answers to questions here. Adam, favorite science fiction movie?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Haven't heard of that one.
There's so many.
Stephanie.
I got to go with the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Classics.
My aunt really introduced me to a lot of classic sci-fi, and I thought when I watched that, you can kind of see a lot of people knock sci-fi and think it's kind of silly with the costumes and the special effects, but there's really a lot of philosophical issues that go into that in terms of the idea of, is it good to be emotionless, or, are people worthy of inheriting the earth? Would an alien race do better?
Interesting. Okay. How about you, Tim?
I mean, I definitely like Star Trek and Star Wars, but if I'm looking at another sci-fi movie that I love is Blade Runner.
Oh.
And I like the sort of like the how society evolved so much that I was given a writer's challenge and I wrote a very Blade Runner-esque society, but it was all built around that steam whistle controls our society, and it's the one beer, and it's because they only have the one beer, and like the world is run by Pilsner, and it's a very bizarre film, but but then there's this organization called Hops.
That's a strange brew.
Yeah, it's very interesting, but it was very fun to write this have this hologram in the middle of Dundas Square where it was like the Sapporo clan, and then
That does sound very Blade Runner-ish.
yeah. So this is why I write romantic comedies. Anyway.
So Jeff, what's your favorite? Well, thank you for asking me. And it's surprising because it's not 2001: Space Odyssey, although that is one of my all-time favorite movies. My favorite science fiction movie is Contact with Jodie Foster.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Contact too.
Oh, Adam was thinking about
Kind of
Contact.
between that
He's
and,
sucking up because I signed his
The Ghost
paycheck.
in the Shell.
Yeah, no, Contact's an awesome movie, and it's an even better book by Carl Sagan. It's the whole notion behind discovering that we're not alone has always been fascinating to me, and Contact is the one of the ultimate films around that very notion. And you don't really know at the end of it, like you're left wondering, did she really go or did she not? Or is there aliens or not? So it's a ton of fun.
I like those ones that really kind of make you think. Like Interstellar was really good.
Interstellar is still one we're still trying to figure out because it's that one. But I love that genre of film.
Yeah, me too.
Which is one of the reasons I love Space Odyssey, because Space Odyssey, the premise is based on the short story called The Sentinel, authored by Arthur C. Clarke, and the whole concept of other civilizations existing before us or concurrent with us, and I don't know, it's just a fascinating, I guess, topic. Unlike Star Trek and Star Wars, which presupposes the existence of multiple civilizations, so they sort of do all the work for you. And the other ones, it's we're still reaching and trying to figure out what's going on around us, which is so that's my favorite. So.
And
Nice.
apparently it's one of Tom Hanks's favorites too.
Contact?
Oh no, I was going to say space.
2001.
You keep mentioning Space Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of my favorite films. I mean, it's so groundbreaking in technology and in providing entertainment for people on acid, and I mean, it really was. It was quite a trip for people that that imbibed. I remember being at a screening at the University Theatre when the film was re-released in 70 millimeter, and may the University Theatre rest in peace. And there were more than a few people kind of zoned out in the theater when I left. I had to be woken up by the ushers. But it's a great film, and the short story The Sentinel is even better because it really, if you don't understand 2001, I strongly recommend Google The Sentinel by Arthur C. Clarke, and it will explain everything in a very short read.
Was it with the Space Odyssey? Kubrick actually worked with like astronauts, like NASA engineers to kind of like figure out all the technology around it. And when it was quite a few years back, I was in New York at the Museum of Moving Images, and they had an amazing display of all his notes, like in his like sketches and all that stuff leading up to what eventually became 2001: A Space Odyssey.
That's cool. And of course, that parlayed the theory that Kubrick actually orchestrated the moon landing. Have you ever heard that?
No.
That's a conspiracy theory and the topic of a movie that was actually I can't remember the name of the movie, but
I think it's whatever the room is that the freaky lady in the bathtub is in, room 233 or something. But I've seen it, and it's really eye-opening. I don't know if I believe in a lot of conspiracies, but after watching that one, I thought, could have been.
Well, it was certainly an interesting piecing together of conspiracy theories for sure, and it was a lot of fun and a great homage to Stanley Kubrick and his skill as a filmmaker. That's for darn sure. Anyway, let's move on to the next question.
What was Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith? In order to disband all crime operations, in order to give all drones the same programming, an order identifying all Jedi as traitors, an order to deactivate all drones, or the order to let everybody know they're out of steaks at the keg. Well, that's 86.
I think George Lucas missed an opportunity there to call it Order 666.
Order 6. Ooh. I think he wanted to, but then he was like, well, kids are going to come see this.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure the continuity department said, no, you're not doing that. Not the continuity department, but the clearance department.
And the answer, of course, is number C, identifying all Jedi as traitors. Execute Order 66.
That was really good. I like your voice.
Thank you.
That's cool.
I just all the voiceover I do for Star Wars and not get paid
Yeah.
because I do it alone at home. Anyway, do we have a next question? It's awkward. Cut.
Next
There we
question.
go. Whew.
When Data is reactivated after being held in stasis, what problem does he notice in Insurrection? A virus in his programming takes over. He's missing several memory engrams. His emotion chip goes haywire. Or Borg nanotechnology infected his positronic brain.
I love the video that's showing with this
know.
question. That's awesome.
I guess you could say I have a magnetic personality.
Yeah, there you go. And the
Yeah.
answer is?
He's missing several memory engrams.
You took that really awesome video. There you go. I like that video. That's the greatest thing ever.
Can't even. It's hard to do.
Take us back in the studio. Tim's demonstrating that. There you go. There you go. There you go. Nice. Nice.
Captain. Why have you put your trust in me?
Quick. Next question. Before he tries to entertain again.
Exactly. Oh, jeez. Where's the Millennium Falcon when it first appears in Episode 7, The Force Awakens? Sitting in the junkyard, floating dead in orbit above a meteor, smuggling slaves off Yavin 4, battling a group of TIE fighters above the planet Camino. Ooh. And I didn't mind Force Awakens. It was okay.
I like Gran Camino too.
Yeah. And the answer, of course, sitting in a junkyard on Jakku.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just
You had
sitting,
that last little bit.
just sitting on the junkyard at Jakku.
Yeah. That could be the name of a great country song.
Sitting
I'm
in a-
sitting in the junkyard at Jakku with my hound dog. There you go.
It would be
Only
better than
God,
William
free
Shatner's
rations.
album.
Yeah.
That's true, yes, yeah. Have you heard William Shatner do "O Canada"?
No, I've heard him do Rocket Man, where he doesn't really sing it. He mostly
Rocket Man.
speaks it.
You got it.
Yeah,
you got
like
it.
that.
Again, here's your homework, folks. Go to YouTube or the National Film Board's website. Look up William Shatner, "O Canada." It is awesome. It makes you proud to be a Canadian and somewhat suspicious of William Shatner. Anyway.
I think James, who's watching us from Korea, his favorite sci-fi movie is Santa Claus versus the Martians.
Oh,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen that on Mystery Science Theater. That's
Yeah.
Something.
Interestingly enough, that's a great segue to our new offering here at Film.Ca, which is not public yet, but it's called Zuzu Video on Demand. So we're actually entering the video on demand business. And one of the things we're doing is we're actually offering, obviously you have to pay for most of the content, but we actually have a free stream, and we've downloaded literally, I think, close to 200 public domain movies that we're offering for free on our streaming platform, and it's available on iTunes. For your iOS device, your iPhone, your iPad. It's available on the Google Play Store for Android phones, tablets, and Android TV, and available for Roku as well as Fire Stick and Fire Tablet. So you can actually download them now and play with them. We haven't formally launched it yet, but we actually have. But you can look at the public domain films if you want. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians with Pia Zadora is actually one of the films on that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So we have.
Take that.
So if you look at it, please don't say, "Boy, those Film.Ca people, the quality of their presentation isn't great." These are mostly old films that are not really digitally remastered, so they're not. The quality's not great, but the campiness, and in some cases
Top-notch.
quality. But we have some great films like that film. We have Night of the Living Dead, which was the beginning. George A. Romero's. He started the whole zombie thing. So
Coming to get you, Barbara.
yeah, exactly. So that's on there. Lots of great films. So check out ZuzuVOD.ca, ZuzuVOD.com. I believe it's available at CA as well. Or go to any of your favorite platforms and download the app, and you can check out our public domain films today. You can spend the next several days watching one old public domain film after another. So there you go. Little tidbit
awesome.
for you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. More information on Zuzu Video on Demand coming very, very soon, as well as our launch. Okay, let's move on to our next question. Pia Zadora. I love saying that. This is Tim.
That's me? Oh my gosh. Data malfunctions while observing a primitive race on a planet in a region of space called the Briar Patch. What causes the malfunctions? This is in the movie Insurrection. His positronic matrix, a phaser blast damages his positronic brain, his emotion chip, his pet cat Spot. Oh, Spot. Spot did it. And the answer is
That darn cat.
a phaser blast damages his positronic brain. Yes.
Awesome. Dead air.
This,
Next question.
this is awkwardest.
It's awkward. We're sitting here. Oh, there we go.
What is the name of the group the stormtroopers work for since the fall of the Empire in The Force Awakens? The New Galactic Empire, the First Order, Vader's Fist, or the Rebel Alliance?
The Fleetwood Mac.
The Fleetwood. There you go. That's nice. And the answer is 3, 2, 1. It is the First Order.
General Hux.
I really like some of the new characters they've introduced in that series, in the third series of films.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember their names. I wish I could remember their names, all their names, but some of the characters are really.
I think Oscar Isaac's as great as,
Yeah.
what's his name?
What's his name?
Well, no, there's Finn.
You came here for Star Wars and Star Trek knowledge, and yet we don't know any of the characters' names. I just know I like them. And I like how many people came to the theater to watch them.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Solo. Nobody came for Solo.
I don't know. I liked Solo.
I did.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I didn't like it.
I was hoping they would continue on.
I like
with
the
that.
Wookiee
I
scene.
think they're going to continue on with that in a series format.
Yeah,
I think they'll get away
I'm
with
not
it
sure what it
with
was
Disney
about that
Plus.
film. I just did not like it. I didn't like the actor who portrayed Han Solo.
It's a hard like
I know.
I know they searched
Yeah.
like relentlessly to figure out who was going to be
Yeah.
young.
Would have been
Solo.
interesting to see what the brothers who directed the Lego movie would have done with it before they got removed from it.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
And then it
interesting.
was Ron Howard.
Hit it.
Bought the whole thing, then
Yep.
fired.
Yeah, that was a problem-plagued film. I
Yep.
understand,
Yeah.
and I think you can see it in the film. Woody Harrelson was in that, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Oh, Woody Harrelson.
Taught
Okay.
Han to shoot first.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next question.
Oh, what event does Picard say was his perfect moment in time? The day he graduated from Starfleet Academy, the day he married his first wife, the day he was freed from the Borg Collective, seeing his home planet from space for the first time.
When he got his shipment of minwax for his head.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of Star Trek actors have had Shakespearean training.
Yeah.
I know that Picard has,
Yep.
I forgot his name, but who else?
I feel that I mean, even Star Wars has had people like Ian McDiarmid who played the Emperor. He's
yeah.
done Shakespeare.
Right.
Well, Alec Guinness.
Yep.
And then.
Oh, of course, Alec Guinness. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Brent Spiner as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see the answer to this question.
Seeing his home planet from space for the first time.
What was his home planet?
Earth. I don't know if Patrick Stewart's still been doing it, but he was reading a sonnet every day during the lockdown.
He did a great commercial with Luke
That's
Skywalker,
true.
Mark
They're doing the
Hamill,
Uber Eats
right?
one?
When they were shilling for Uber Eats or something.
Yeah.
I think I saw that. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Oh, actually, we're at the. Let's see our leaderboard.
It's too late.
Oh, it's too
Oh,
late.
we're going-
Okay.
We'll give one extra one and then we'll be down to the final.
Yeah.
At the beginning of episode 8, The Last Jedi, Rey hands Luke his old lightsaber. What does he do with it? He tests it to see if it still works. He clips it to his belt. He tosses it over his shoulder. He ignites it and threatens Rey.
This is a great moment.
He says, I'm not touching that.
He uses it to milk the weird character, the weird animal on the side of the mountain.
Oh, that was...
I did not like that part.
No, neither did I. I still cringe when I think of it.
And the answer is, he tosses it over his shoulder.
Wouldn't it be great?
I know. But you know what, I gotta get, The Last Jedi wasn't the most popular in that, and Ryan Johnson got definitely raked through the coals on that one a bit. But I thought that's like a fun, I like where they kind of do things where it was the most talked about moments. Like, oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is the movie in
Yeah.
Force Awakens.
Yeah.
There's Luke. It's gonna be this iconic like connection, and then he just takes and tosses and walks away. It's just like, there you go, fans.
You know, I quite.
Speculate all you want.
I know this movie didn't get like huge fan acclaim, but I quite like this movie again. See, I like all the unpopular ones. I like this. It just seemed to I don't know, answer some questions, and I found it quite entertaining. It may not, the folks that are like so dedicated to canon and dedicated to the stories and all, may have been like dissecting and say that's not what Luke would have done, or whatever the case is. I just found it was highly entertaining, and I quite enjoyed it. So I'm defending the first and last movie.
It's tough now because of the internet
Yeah.
and all the social media sites and the way that people communicate, and the blogs and blogs and all that stuff, and YouTube. before, if someone was really disappointed about the movie because they've read all the extended universe, you had to know that person.
Yeah.
Right.
Or they didn't get to complain to you. You're just like, oh, great, I enjoy this. This is all I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that person has a YouTube channel and
Well, you have an unlimited platform.
It's true.
You know, darn this social media and this, you know, a live on demand streaming of content. I mean, like.
Well, it was reading about, you know, Marvel, so they just finished WandaVision, and even the creators of that were very happy that they were able to kind of hold off on things that fans were like so set, like, nope, it's this, and they were just like, we got to make the story we want to make.
Did you like WandaVision?
I did.
What were you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it was really cool. I didn't think I'm not an MCU guy, but I really quite enjoyed it.
Supposedly, because I guess the making of is on there. I want to dive in, but somebody was telling me about that today, where they recreated, like, so I mean, it's not giving anything away. You see, the first episode is like they're in a Dick Van Dyke or kind of set, but they actually got the same cameras. They made the studio audience that they had there dress up in the period attire.
Yeah,
It's incredible, like the length that they went to make it. Like,
well, it shows. It's. I at the time. I mean, I haven't seen the ratings. You know, benchmarked against other TV shows of all time, but it certainly at the time it was the most popular show on television.
Yeah.
I guess that was up until a couple weeks ago when the final episode aired.
Speaking of homages, Lucille Ball was one of the early advocators to continue Star Trek.
She funded it in Desilu Studios. That's right. They were the original. They were the original backers of. Not the original. They were the backers to help bring it back. That's right. And I remember hearing that. Yeah.
Yep, Lucille Ball of I Love Lucy.
Yeah. Ricky.
Well, it was, they were able to renegotiate, but really, like when he was going to yell Khan, it was going to be like Ricky.
Ricky.
Like we so appreciate the bailout, but we can't do this.
No. So I got an interesting shout out to a friend of mine who made a film called United We Fan, Michael Sparaga. This film is about fandoms of various TV shows, and he focuses a lot of it on the Tyndalls, who literally saved Star Trek from oblivion. This husband and wife were, they mounted this amazing campaign with way before the internet.
Yeah.
Wow.
With letters and phone calls, and they rallied people around the world to get this show saved. And so my friend Michael made this documentary called United We Fan, and I believe it's available on most streaming platforms. It's quite entertaining because you actually get to meet the Tyndalls, who are really this cute, older couple now as they reminisce about this stuff. But so one of the reasons I'm connected to this is because I actually ran a fan campaign myself for a show called Jericho.
The Peanuts. Yeah, you were in that movie. I saw it.
Yeah. So the whole concept behind Peanuts to save Jericho, that was me. So we created this incredible fan campaign, and I based it on, at the time, and this was early days of social media, like really early days. We were still in like BBSs and things like that, and it wasn't that I was like this massive like Jericho fanboy. I mean, I liked the show. It was an interesting show. I really enjoyed it, but for me, it was an experiment to see if I could actually accomplish this, right? So I gathered people literally from around the planet on social media, on these nascent social media platforms, and got them to, we raised money to buy ads in Hollywood Reporter and Variety. We put up billboards across from Nina Tassler's office, the president of CBS Studios, put up a big billboard that said, "Bring our show back." We did radio talk shows. We did all kinds of things. But most importantly, we got fans to send 30 tons of peanuts to CBS Studios. And this all came about because the last word in that last season, the last word in the first season was nuts, because it was what the characters were reminiscing about an old World War II story about a German regiment, I guess, had captured an American general. And I guess he says, "Is there anything you want to send?" I don't know the whole story, so I apologize if I'm totally screwing this up. But essentially, the American general's legendary response to these German interrogators was nuts, and so that was his sign of rebellion. So they used it at the end of this. So we latched on to this nuts thing, and we went on social media and said, "Send CBS nuts." And I thought, okay, a couple of people are going to go to a dollar store, pack some nuts in a bag, and Bob's your uncle, right? And send it to CBS, and the secretary probably open it up and say, oh, that's interesting, and have a lunch snack. But it turned out I got a phone call. I'm sorry I'm taking all your time on this, but it's interesting. I got a phone call from the Les Moonves, who was the chairman of the board of CBS Television, who got my name and my phone number here in Canada and said, can you please tell people to stop sending us nuts? Because like my office is full of them, and the mailroom downstairs can't do anything because there's so many nuts. And so this is where this, I go, interesting. So we eventually sent them, like basically truckloads full of nuts until they finally relented, and we got our second season of the show. It's a fun story, and again, check out United We Fan, available on most streaming platforms. It's a documentary, and they talk about our show, and they talk about Star Trek, which is prominently about Star Trek, but they talk about a number of other shows where fandoms have gotten involved in trying to save TV shows, to democratize the decisions around television production. So
I'm just going to make a note.
Yeah, please do make a note.
Save beachcombers. Save CBC, a whole bunch of driftwood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody obviously
is coming back.
Somebody obviously did a Save Punky Brewster, because I understand it's
my
back now.
Oh boy.
Anyway, sorry for the big segue. Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Ooh.
Where's Ken?
Where's Ken G?
Ken G's like,
Gone.
maybe because I identified him, he's mad at me.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he worked.
Oh,
He's
he's
in
fourth.
He's in 4.
There's 2 Kenjis.
There's 2 Ken G's.
1 in 39 and 1 in 40.
Admiral.
One of them is from the Mirror
Biggs.
Universe.
Oh my goodness, a
He's
mirror
not the real
universe.
Kenji.
That's an episode.
He has a beard if the other one has clean shaven.
Very apropos. Somebody is leprechaun.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
we got St. Patty's Day coming up.
Surprise!
Stay home, everybody.
I'm surprised nobody's. Darn it! I'm a blank, not a trivia player.
There you go. Exactly. Yeah.
Damn it, Martin.
Okay. You know what? This is our longest show yet. We're at 2 hours.
I think our first show that we ever did was
Oh, I think
our
you're right.
longest one.
So first of all, we have 9 questions left. Yay! Second of all, thank you for sticking with us this long and listening to our ramblings this evening. And hope you learned something, or haven't been totally turned off of the 3 of us.
Honestly, this is my first human connection.
There you go. Yeah. We don't get to see people very often, so we're celebrating. Anyhow, let's move on to our next question. And remember, you're playing for popcorn. This is serious, folks.
Star Trek Nemesis. Picard says that he has been waiting 15 years to say what to Data. Thank you. Shut up. I love you. You're dismissed. Or I know.
I was thinking it was C cells or double A's.
You know what?
That
Next
joke just fell
Generation,
flat. That was about batteries.
that's
He's a
okay.
robot. Never
In
mind.
Next Generation, I really liked all the musical theater references that they threw in here. They were the big one. There was.
What is the scene we're watching?
That's
think it's somebody's
the
wedding.
That's the wedding of Riker and.
Oh, yes, Deanna Troi.
Troy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Shut up, Data.
I knew something. The answer is shut
Jonathan
up.
Frakes, he's crazy involved directing.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Majority
know.
of, he directed a couple of the Discovery
Yeah,
episodes this season.
talented guy.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
Yeah.
Triple threat,
Yeah.
or at least 2 threats.
Well, he's directing.
Yeah, there you go. Let's go to the next question.
In Star Trek, the villainous Nero tries to destroy Earth by drilling into the planet near which landmark? The Golden Gate Bridge, Ayers Rock, Mount Fuji, or the Great Pyramid of Giza?
Ooh, you said that in such a way that I want to watch that movie, The Great Pyramid of Giza.
I like it.
In a world.
Also good.
Eric Bana, great actor in this. Really like that moment where he's just like, "Hi, Chris, I'm Nero." Just very, matter
Yeah.
of fact.
Yeah. That was, it's a good movie. No, it's not.
I
Anyway.
throw out so many things in these trivia shows. My wife, like when I get home, is like, "Do you just spend all day watching movies?"
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like, yeah, you see me do it.
Yeah, exactly. Adam, when I said, you said, what good movie? What, In a World?
Oh, in a world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, the
movie
movie trailers. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. In a world.
In a world.
In a world. They don't do that anymore.
No.
In a world where we have to go to our next question. One man
That poor
stands
guy has
alone.
no work anymore.
There you go. Okay, which character is
Thank
captured
you.
by the First Order on? You just wanted me to say that.
You're the one getting paid in
Persona.
cookies. Read a question.
I hope I'm being paid in cookies. I may lose the cookies because I've taken too long. A, Ray, B. Chewbacca, C. C-3PO, or D. Finn?
I like what they did. Did you
C-
see that they made
C3PO.
C3PO?
Yeah.
Really messy.
Yeah.
C3PO?
C. And the answer is, Mr. Adam, it is Chewbacca.
B, Chewbacca.
Yes. Pisana. Is that how you say that, Pisana? Yeah, Pisana, Misquana, who knows? Okay, let's
Potato,
move.
patata.
Yeah, potato, patata.
What is the homeworld of the Klingons in Star Trek Into Darkness? Quahnos, Bachaz,
Wow.
Kochos,
Ooh.
or Mechus?
Wow. You have got the pronunciations down perfectly, I think. It sounded good. You totally convinced
Don't worry,
me.
someone will tell me in the comments
Yeah, there you go.
if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah. You pronounced that wrong. In episode 19,
Worst episode ever.
worst
Answer
episode
is-
ever.
Konos.
No, what is it?
I think I said Quonos.
Kronos. Yeah.
But you said it much.
Kronos.
You said it
Oh.
much more beautifully before.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was like Juanos, Juanos.
You ate the cat again.
That was a fur ball. Exactly. Yeah. Let's move on to the next question.
Who is Rey's grandfather? See, I told you I'd give a
Here you go.
question away. Gray's Rise of Skywalker, Boba Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Emperor Palpatine, Luke Skywalker. That one's for you, Kenji. Get back up.
Yeah, that's right. We're counting on you, Kenji.
Exactly. Kind of weird. Weird moment.
It is a weird moment.
Didn't really look at the timelines, did they? But no whales. No whales.
No whales. That's at the end of the day, no whales.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
The universe is dying. What can save it? Okay, we got it. Let's go.
Where's Nero? Okay. I have nothing more to say.
No, let's go. to the
Next question.
We're not a material 2 hours ago.
My script is now done.
Yeah.
What is the name of Khan's ship in Star Trek Into Darkness? Revenge, Retaliation, Retribution, Vengeance, or Rich Corinthian Leather?
Yes.
A Cordoba.
It's the Octal.
Cordoba.
Remember what-
The answer is
Vengeance.
Remember when the internet figured this out? They're like, Benedict Cumberbatch's Khan. The producers were like,
No.
no, he's not. And they came out and it was like, yeah, he totally
that was
is.
one. Yeah, that was the one that they couldn't hide. Like, you know,
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you're doing con.
Okay, let's move on. Question 48.
Which character in Star Trek is initially assigned to the USS Farragut instead of the Enterprise? Uhura, Kirk, Spock, or McCoy? Uhura. Should say Uhura. Uhura.
That's like
Saturdays are my
Dory.
phonetic day.
Uhura.
I say things phonetically.
There you go.
But then I would have said ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uhura. Of course it is Uhura.
What is
She
it?
goes,
Who is it?
Uhura.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, Uhura.
What?
Yeah.
You keep saying it differently.
Uhura. Uhura.
Apparently, with the
Aloha?
with the original Uhura, Nichelle Nichols, there was a young girl watching her on the TV, and she was so excited she ran into the room to tell her mom, Mama, there's a black lady on TV, and she isn't a maid. And it was Nichelle Nichols because
Yeah.
back then there wasn't a lot of roles for black actresses, and it was Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
So she grew up to
Oh, you're kidding.
be in Star Trek.
Oh, that's
yeah.
so awesome. I love that story. Yeah, no, that was, she's in United We Fan, by the way.
Yeah.
She talks about her experience in United We. Her health is unfortunately failing.
Yeah.
I understand it wasn't an easy interview to do, but yeah, it
Yeah,
was
so
fascinating
she
to see
could have
her.
inspired Whoopi Goldberg,
Absolutely.
who's an EGOT winner.
Yeah. And now Whoopi Goldberg was in
Yeah.
Star Trek.
It
Yeah.
was really interesting. It's the cast of Star Trek Next Generation, and Data finds a videotape from way back when with Earth, and they put it on, and it's comic relief. And so they were doing a promo for comic relief, and there's Whoopi and Billy,
Oh.
but then they make the joke. They're just like, that one looks familiar. Doesn't it look like Guinan?
That's great. Okay, let's move on. Question 49. We're down to two folks. Oh, question, yeah, there we go. Question 49.
What does Luke do after he projects himself on Crate to defeat Kylo Ren? Gives Rey his lightsaber, builds a new lightsaber for Rey, he becomes one with the Force, or he leaves Acto to start a new Jedi Order.
He drinks more of that weird yak.
Another great video. I love that.
Yeah. He becomes becomes one with the Force.
Hey, did you guys watch Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Isn't it great?
Mm-hmm.
I love that show.
You know what's so impressive about the Mandalorian is the technology they're using. It's a completely LED studio. So we're using green screen. No, we're actually really here.
No.
But just
Movie
just
magic.
Just the clarity, like just
Oh, I
the
know.
crispness of the backgrounds, those worlds.
I was blown away, and I'm sorry, if you haven't watched the series, you don't want a spoiler, please stick your fingers in your ears right now, or in the case of the Powells, put cookies in your ears. But when they basically brought in Luke Skywalker in that, to take away, what's Baby Yoda's name? The
Grogu.
child? What's
Grogu.
Grogu.
Yeah.
When that was like, I was like,
But
I went nuts. I
you
was
need
so
to-
excited to see that.
Then you need to go on YouTube,
Yeah.
and you need to search fans.
Reactions to that.
No, fans do it better.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There's a production company, and they basically do effects and stuff like that. But they actually took his face from various moments of Return of the Jedi and put it over their actor, and it looked
Oh, I
way
heard.
better.
I
Yeah,
heard that
they've
they.
done
Way
that
better
for
than
Carrie
what-
Fisher in Rogue One too.
Yeah, I'm not commenting. I didn't think the effects were very good. He looked.
No.
The effect was not great. I mean, if you weren't looking close enough, I mean, for me at the moment when it happened, I had no clue this was coming. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the greatest thing ever, and so I wasn't paying attention. Are you?
No, I'm just saying, because I'm just wondering if people know that we're still talking.
Oh yeah.
Like, do I take my ears out now?
Yeah.
No,
But it was great.
it was amazing. I
So-
agree with you.
So we're about to have our last question of the day.
Of the first half.
We have 4 hours to go, folks. Can we just see the leaderboard before we go to the last question? Ken, what happened to you, man?
Still in fourth. Picard's flute back in second.
That's great.
It's going to have to be a
Heath
big
family.
last question.
Yeah.
I think Heath family's walking away with the
Yeah,
popcorn.
well done, well done. Well, this has been a lot of fun, and I mean, obviously, a lot of folks have stuck with us. It looks like we gained a few extra people. You know what? Ken G is twice. I wonder if you add the two scores together,
You won.
he won. So,
in a not winning world.
well, if Ken G wants to hit me up for some popcorn, I haven't seen him in a long time. I'd be happy to accommodate him. So, Mr. Adam, let's see the best question of all.
What is the purpose of the Praetorian Guards in The Last Jedi? To protect the Supreme Leader Snoke, to kill Force-sensitive beings, to watch over Kylo Ren's transport, or to guard General Hux Star Destroyer, or to show them that, red is truly fashionable. I like that. Look at that. These are like red screen, red weapon.
It looks
red
like a
outfit,
stage.
red fire.
It looks like a stage show.
This looks like a beginning
Cirque
to
du
Cirque
Soleil.
du Soleil.
Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
brilliant. It's Cirque du Soleil.
There we go. The last question, we ended on a common note.
There you go.
Cirque presents Praetorian.
A common note. We brought the fandoms together.
That's right.
Oh, our mission has been accomplished, and let's see the answer to the last question.
Yeah, of
To
course.
protect the Supreme Leader Snoke.
I do a great job.
Well, guys, that was tons of fun.
That was.
That was tons of fun. That's why it went. That's why it took so long. Well, that
Yeah.
and the multiple technical problems that we had along the way. So we apologize for
It was
that
the
again.
Romulans.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing, you know what? Nothing ever goes wrong in a live broadcast.
Nothing ever
And
goes
the winner
wrong.
is La La Land.
There you go.
Or what was it?
Never goes wrong.
Miss So-and-so, the Miss America one? Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Is it, sorry.
Already got the crown on.
I'm wrong.
yeah. You know,
Red.
I was the Oscars one.
Harvey.
The Oscars one. I was like so rooting for La La Land, and we were doing it in the theater at the time, and people were like going nuts. Yeah, La La. What?
What?
What happened?
And then somebody probably turned it off like, oh, I'm done for the net. Wait, it's in the newspaper this
Yeah,
morning.
exactly.
What?
Yeah. Well, folks, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us for Trivia Night at Film.Ca Cinemas. Thank you to our co-hosts, Stephanie, and to Tim. And I think we've officially united the fandoms. Now, having said that, I must point out the fact that we should have probably asked Stephanie to tell us about her Star Wars engagement ring after we finished the show,
Yeah.
because she really was a Star Wars fan too. So we just we made up the rules.
It's okay. My fiance and I are both.
There you go. You're ambidextrous.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
We're
go.
fans of both, and we watch both.
That's cool, and as do I. Do you have any like Star Wars shows coming up in the repertoire for BOTG? Like maybe a reenactment of the Star Wars Christmas special?
That would be
Terrifying.
That would destroy us.
Yeah, 10 minutes of
But
Wookiees
you know
growling
what?
without subtitles.
I wouldn't. You know what? I will say this now. I wouldn't put it past us to maybe see a parody of it somewhere in Manitoba.
That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. We need to do is whatever we can to bring attention to the Star Wars Christmas special.
And yeah, so we're going to do the Panto. We have to do it live. We do it on. He just took us right off the air.
No, we're still there. We're still there. He's getting ready to take us off there.
Just like,
This
oh
is
my
his
God.
warning. He's saying, you know what, this is dragging
Just so
on.
you remember because the leaderboard, I think it changed a little.
Oh, the leaderboard
Oh.
changed a little. Can we go back to the
Last
leaderboard?
minute surprise.
It's the Heath family, right?
Oh, you know what? We were so excited to end and get off the stage, we didn't actually say who won. So in first place, the Heath family. Congratulations, Heath family.
Yay!
You get a large Zuzu's popcorn of your choice of flavors. Picard's flute in second place, a medium. Yay, Picard's flute. And Jeff the Red. What am I doing? I'm doing the wrong flute. He does the recording.
You
There
theremin.
Praetorian.
we go. And our
Andrew's playing. No,
I wonder if that's that Andrew. Well, it's got to be. There's only going to be one Andrew.
Fascinating.
It's not a common name or anything. So thank you to the 42 of you that played with us live. We probably, with our technical glitches, probably limited that number. We normally have a lot more than that, but it's not about quantity, it's about quality, and we had no quality, so I don't even know where I'm going to go with that. So anyway, I want to say thank you again to everybody for the participation. Thank you to Adam for his graceful producing tonight. We really appreciate that. Adam has a brand new switcher board that he's using this evening, which is one of the reasons we had a couple issues. I literally sprung this on him at the last minute, and he still managed to get the show on the air, and the show must go on. Remember, Film.Ca Cinemas is open for takeout Friday and Saturday nights from 4 o'clock to 9 p.m. We really appreciate your support. You can also learn more about what we're doing here at Film.Ca by going to our website at Film.Ca. Our title is our URL, and you can learn all about our fundraising activities. You can learn about coming distractions. You can buy merch, and so much more. Please follow us on social media. You probably do since you're here, but if you don't, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and we have a fairly active engagement with our audience, so we'd love to hear from you and get your views on all things movies and Film.Ca. So on behalf of my pal Tim and my new pal Stephanie, we want to say thank you once again. Have a great Saturday. Stay safe, everybody. And we'll see you on the next trivia night at Film.Ca.